So about 2.5 months ago, I sat in this very spot and talked about the Loma Prieta earthquake as kind of a precursor to a fun thing that I was going to point out nearby. And then a different sort of catastrophe occurred. I just haven't felt like doing very much in the way of fun. But I'm still a human being, and I imagine my demeanor will be somewhat less happy-go-lucky for the foreseeable future, because we are heading into some pretty unhappy and very un-go-lucky times. But still, at the very least, I want to finish what I started, which was a fun little excursion to a local point of interest that I think many of you will find enjoyable and sort of edifying and all that good stuff. And it seemed important to restart the intro from the very same place where I sat 6 odd weeks ago to get it going. Anyway, let's go to the fun stuff now. But I want to change topics suddenly and take us to something really cool that I found out is across the street and up the block from where I work, which is here, behind the hedge. So let's go see it. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. So I think that if I took an informal poll among those of you watching now, who here loves themselves some Mystery Science Theater 3000, I think I'd get a pretty strong show of hands. And I think we all remember when Joel departed the show to pursue other projects, other creative endeavors, and that ushered in the Mike era. And me personally, I don't have a favorite. I love them both. When Joel took off, he started developing a new show. That show was called TV Wheel. It didn't involve watching cheesy movies, but it did embody the do-it-yourself rubber bands and scotch tape ethic, the hands-on, kind of rough around the edges approach that had so characterized MST. Basically, it was a hearkening back to the old live-in-camera approach in the pioneering days of television, embodied by geniuses like Ernie Kovacs. Joel envisioned a stationary camera with a set or a series of sets surrounding the camera, rotating with the camera at the center, and he would change scenes by simply rotating this giant ring of sets with the actors standing on them. He pitched the show to HBO, who passed on it, and Comedy Central agreed to pick up the pilot, and it was shown once. The show featured some up-and-coming talent, people who are pretty well known today. Guys like David Cross and Doug Benson and Paul Feig. Anyway, I told you that story so that where we are would have some relevance, because we are standing outside the studio where TV wheel was made. This is the Empire Studio, and at the beginning of TV Wheel, Joel stood out here with a stopwatch and introduced the program, and then ran inside to start the show.
Yeah, I got it. Hi, everybody. My name is Joel Hodson, and HBO has asked me to create a new TV show. I have a feeling that request was based on the success of the last show I created, the Peabody Award-winning Mystery Science Theater 3000. Anyway, tonight, to give you a sense of place, we're in Burbank, California. Let's see, you can't see it from here, but there's a mountain range, and over that, about 5 miles southwest, is Hollywood, okay? And this is the Empire Studio. My line producer, Javier, tells me it's one of the nicer, inexpensive studios. Let's go inside. I'll show you what I did with the money.
History. Sadly, the show was never picked up. You can watch it on YouTube. We can only guess at the alternate comedy history timeline that might have resulted, or may exist somewhere in some parallel universe where the show went on to multiple seasons and accolades and awards. Anyway, that's all for tonight. Oh, look behind me. Supergirl. Kevin Smith is directing an episode of Supergirl. I will get to track and lay out shots directed by Kevin Smith. My bus is supposed to be arriving now. I don't see it. But I'll see you when I see you.